In my quest and life experience over decades, I discovered that arrogance is one of the behaviors that bring discrimination in the world. Such is common to people with impunity. People tend to create an edge to protect themselves from being harmed. You don't need to build a tall wall like Mount Everest or hire $1 billion security agent to protect yourself. Simply being humble will get you secured and provide you the protection that you are looking for. You don't have to be arrogant or rude because you are rich or influential. Otherwise, you can be sieged by those even very close to you. Humility will protect you from being harmed by people, and you will have a lot of guardian angels. Though some school of thought believe that there are people who might harm you in many ways when you are rich and humble, especially emotionally. So they tend to create an edge around them, and they believe being arrogant can actually help in keeping people away. They believe arrogance creates an invisible shield around them so that no one messes with them or takes them for granted. But that is far away from the truth. Such person or people have that mentality because of the impunity they have. But the impunity cannot last forever. Definitely one day they will be vulnerable. Being humble, even though you are influential, might buy you a life in the raining day. Arrogance is attributed to pride, and the good book says that pride goes before falling. It was pride that changed angels into devils. It is humility that makes men as angels. When you are humble, even devil cannot harm you. You can still be rich and humble. Warren Buffett, CEO and Chairman, Berkshire Hathaway, he worth nearly $50 billion. Everyone knows and has heard of his astronomical wealth. Each morning, he drives himself to work. In addition to that, he drove the same 2006 Cadillac DTS for nearly a decade before his daughter convinced him to upgrade to a new Cadillac XTS with a retail value of $45,000. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, does not place much priority on what he drives. His reason for choosing a modest Acura TSX valued at just $30,000, in addition to a Volkswagen GTI. Ingvar Kamprad, the founder of IKEA, once says that nearly everything he wears was bought at a flea market. Nearly 20 years, he drove the very same 1993 Volvo 240 GL. He only recently replaced it due to a friend convincing him that his car was now so old it was dangerous to drive. All those icons can afford any car, yacht, private jet, name it, of their own choice, but they choose to be humble and cruise in a simple car while giving it back to the society, because they know that in our modern world of business, such arrogance can produce disastrous economic consequences, including the loss of customer loyalty, which might lead to most dramatic business declines. Arrogance is such an ugly trait because it means that the individual focuses mostly on himself and does not have a lot of time or empathy for others. An arrogant person always believes he knows better than others. He shows no vulnerability. He believes there is a need to be perfect and infallible in the eyes of others. To him, vulnerability seems as weakness, and if you are weak, you cannot be better than others. Arrogance leads people to disregard important facts and make decisions that are destructive to themselves and others. Let me draw the conclusion. Regardless of your status, learn to be humble. Though it might not fetch you a lot of friends, but it will get you the right ones. The good book says, when you are humble, you will be elevated. I leave you with those words of advice. Think about it.